Recently, I've found my downfall in writing. My horrible English teacher exposed my weakness by assigning, out of all things, a memoir project. Just like it takes a small leak to sink a huge ship, the one hole in my amazing writing prowess was out in the open, and my grade in that class was about to take a nice long swim. The reason was, I can't write about myself. I drew a complete blank. What the hell am I supposed to write a memoir on? Googling topics for memoirs for an hour and a half wasn't much help. I found myself laughing at most of the suggestions, like my favorite dress or a Christmas tree. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure an essay about the place that makes me cry when I think about it would be a real tearjerker, but I'll save that one for another time. Finding a topic for this project was one of the more difficult things I've done in this class so far. Usually a topic for an essay or assignment comes to me in my mind the second my teacher states the type of writing. Then my mind automatically plans the essay in my subconscious here and there, and I have a good base for my work before I even sit down to write the thing. A few hours before the deadline, I put everything together in a hopefully sensible way, and I have a solid essay being uploaded on Turnitin. This time was different. It felt like pulling teeth trying to figure out what kind of possible subjects I could bore the class with for a good 5-minute presentation. I guess the reason was I had never truly written anything about myself. There was a cause and effect essay, but I made about 90% of it up. This time there was no getting around it. I had to write something truthful about myself. But what? Ideas in my head were scarcer than weeds during the holidays. If I was going to get one,
somebody gonna get hurt real bad.
And since I was already starting to look like a hockey player, I had to think of something fast. So I decided to try my luck in the one place where most of the world's greatest thoughts come up. And then it hit me. A memoir, by definition, is
a record of events written by a person having intimate knowledge of them and based on personal observation.
Hello? This is an experience I'm observing in my personal life. Why can't I write a memoir about me writing a memoir?
I shall go, God, no, I'll tell you what.
The next day, I rolled out of bed and wasted no time getting straight to work on my assignment. But of course, there was another problem. The reliability of technology was brought to question more than once, and a few times I was forced to resort to more primitive methods.
Check and see what's wrong. Stupid.
But, after I allowed myself to calm down and relieve stress, a mental breakdown was narrowly avoided. I had found a zone, and as the hours ticked by, my memoir grew more and more. The snowball effect kicked in, and my entire project was starting to come together. A couple of energy drinks kept me awake throughout the night. Once my paper was completed, I got to work on the media portion, which I knocked out in a couple of hours. Finally, all I had to do was hit the submit button. It was the home stretch, and the ending was close.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. You're close, my guy. Oh, Lord. But I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. One more time, guys.
But I had made a tragic miscalculation. 3,700 calories of Red Bull gives you wings. but eventually you hit the ceiling. I was out cold. But it ended up being no harm done, as I woke up the next morning, which was 6 hours late for school, but so considered morning by my meager standards, and looked at the clock, which thankfully said 12:10, just before English class started. I hit the upload button, and my media memoir was finally finished. Victory was mine. And also, speaking about that media memoir thing, well, that was it. I hope you liked it.